Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. The name is Fah-Eza. Today we are making local Ampesi, and for this recipe we are using salted tilapia, salted dry tilapia, also known as koobi. We are using salted fish and stinky fish, and then we are using Kako. It's also a form of a fish. I don't know. I will also need your pepper, your paprika, your garlic optional, your onions, your fresh tomatoes. So today we are not going to use any tomato paste or anything, just fresh tomatoes, and you need your palm oil. It's a very simple recipe, but yet very tasty. There is also a technique to boiling the salted tilapia so that it doesn't become too soft and break and mix with everything. So as we watch, we would see how it all turns out. Please, first you will grind your pepper. Using an earthenware bowl on a table is not a great advice. Like, don't do this. You have a shaky table and all of that. I struggled through the entire video. So you try and use it on the floor. Like, you can sit down on a chair, put the earthenware on the bowl on the floor, and then you grind. I put my koobi and my Kako in a bowl and poured water over it to let it sit. If you check the inside of the Kako, you realize that there is salt in there. This is all done to preserve it. And sometimes when you are done cooking it, if you cook it like that, it will become so salty you can't even eat it. So you put water on it, you set it aside, and the water will take out the salt for you. So by the time you finish cooking it and you eat it, it will not be too salty and will actually be edible. Here I'm grinding the paprika, the garlic. The garlic is pretty easy, and I added in my onions. Here I'm adding in my tomatoes. Please, as you can see, there are no seeds in the pepper that I'm grinding. If you like to see seeds in yours, fine, but every time I see seeds in pepper that has been grinded in an earthenware bowl, I feel these seeds are just going to accumulate in my intestines and it's going to be cut off because of that. I am so scared of seeds, so I make sure I grind it really well and I have that fine texture with my pepper. This is half of a Maggi cube. You can use any spice of your choice, or you can choose not to even add any spice at all, because the momone itself has some taste to it. I don't know how to say it, some taste to it. It kind of enhances the taste of the whole thing. Here I added only one of the stinky fish, just one. I mixed it here. The other one will be used for another thing. Keep watching. Just grinded it, not completely, but it's in there somewhere. Here I am melting my palm oil. I don't let palm oil become way too hot because it has a low boiling point, and if you do that, it starts burning, and the taste, when you burn your palm oil and you use it to cook and you eat it, you will actually have this throat itch. I don't know if you experienced it before, but that's what it gives you. Make sure it doesn't become so hot and you see a black smoke on top of it. No. Low boiling point, you add your momone, you add in your grinded pepper. There's also another method where you can just heat the palm oil, put some momone in it, and whilst it's your pepper, your tomatoes, everything is in the earthenware bowl, you just pour the hot palm oil over it. And then you do yeah. Okay, so now I am peeling my yam. Make sure you peel your yam well. I always find that sometimes, there are these little bumps in there that you want to take off. So for this recipe, we are somewhere that there is no yam. I think potatoes can still do the trick anyway. This is how I cut up my yam so that everywhere is cooked well. Not too small, not too big. So yeah, halfway. it makes it boil faster. You wash your yam and then you put it in a bowl, add water. When you are mostly when you are boiling yam and you decide to put maybe the kako and the koobi in it, the salt in it already gives the yam extra salt, so it's not advisable to put in too much salt. But I practically let my kako and my koobi sit aside for like minutes, like 30 minutes plus, so the salt were already out. That's how come I added a little salt. So don't just look at what I did and just pour in salt. You have to also know what you're adding in before you pour the salt into your yam. Otherwise, you end up having a very salty yam that you may not be able to eat. I boiled the kako first and waited till the yam boiled over before adding the koobi, because I didn't want it to start with the yam. Otherwise, it would have just become so soft and just broken into pieces. You know how fish can be. It would just break into the whole thing and to spoil it. This is the finished boiled yam with my nice looking kako on top. Oh my god! All right, so I'm serving my stew in my anywhere bowl. Yo, look at this. Please, the oil is not too much, okay? Nobody should say the oil is too much. It's just that where I placed the stew, the oil automatically started coming down. Okay, so this started coming down. And these are avocados. 1 avocado, 2 avocado. And this is Ampesi. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I had way too much fun. I'm sorry if I talked too much. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Oh, this is so nice. Yeah, bye.